this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To get this game underway. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense might bring the house here. Makes the pass. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his man. It's Miller. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Here comes the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me. David Pollack really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Oh, and he got well as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Finds him out of the backfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Going to the run, it's Miller. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. Give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when.
Got room on the return. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
To the air, it's Simpson. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just
breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's reeled in. It's Horton.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how loud loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll ride the hot hand, fighting off the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down.
Pulls it in on the right.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. to the air. It's Simpson. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Miller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got a man. It's Bernard. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Quarterback gets enough. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Delp. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it. Go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the grab. It's Branch. At the 40, there he goes. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Tide with the first and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Now, linemen and receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The short hands, it's Horton. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Off play action on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them kept... Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Smith. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
I'll I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need turning it on.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got the quick pass. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
This drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Breaks it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PB in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to the end zone. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Indiana! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. To throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his man, it's Cooper.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Got a man, it's Henby. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. Gilby stops at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
On the run, it's Jackson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's
breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time.